Hi, welcome. I'm going to wait for a few more people to come on. If you guys can hit the like button, the only like I see is the one I gave myself from my other personal account. Welcome, Capricorn. Let me turn on my... Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Now let me turn this on. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Okay. This is showing as a Capricorn video, right? Oh, here it is. I see it. I was like, where's my video? I thought I had a duplicate of what I did earlier. Empress Goddess. Yes, thank you. And you know what? People think I'm live all the time when I do my premieres, and I'm not. So a premiere is a pre-recorded video where we actually allow for you guys to chat. And I do that for kind of like a sense of community. But a lot of times when my premieres are on, I'm actually at work. So this is my tarot area. And then over there in my apartment, I have a work desk with a computer from my job. Hey, Latoya Williams, thank you for coming back. I have a platform. Wait a minute. Capricorn Nation. Hello, hello. All right, so I don't know. If you guys can hit the like button for me, please, it will help my video to get out. And if you guys haven't seen my video from yesterday, I'm really pushing that video because it wasn't doing as well as I thought it was going to do. Actually, it's not doing as bad as I thought it was going to do. And then after my live that I just did for All Signs about 30 minutes ago, I went on to my studio for YouTube, and it actually said that more people are watching that video. So I'm a little surprised because I just knew I was going to have a lot of people hating that video because I'm pretty blunt and straightforward. But Capricorns can handle it. Thank you guys for liking. Let's see. Sally, I'm loving your hair that way. Ooh, Sally, this is the first time I have put my hair in a ponytail since I shaved my head last year. So it's in there for the most part. It's still short. There's still some fuzzies. See, but I don't know how often I will do this. My hair is coming out though. Like my hair is getting thinner or it's falling out. I think I'm not eating enough protein or it's aging in my hormones. I am damn near 50. I'm 47. So hormones, all that stuff. I don't have a cycle anymore. So I'm sure all that has something to do with it. I was speaking to my Capricorn cousins when I said Capricorn Nation. Oh, absolutely. I know you were. I know you were. So I'm going to do a Capricorn reading. I don't know what's going to come in there. Are we in competition, Empress Goddess? So what? I'm 46. What does that mean? I'm talking about my hair and hormones. No, Sparrow, I'm not stressed. Actually, for women, with hormone changes, we can actually start losing our hair a little bit. I've always had shedding, but when I first shaved my head, I didn't notice any shedding until my hair really started growing. And like now, it just feels like my hair really started growing lately. No, Empress Goddess, I got you. I understand. Thank you for clarifying. So I'm going to do a reading for Capricorn. No, you're good. Because it is stress for a lot of people. Bismillah. And you know what? Actually, let me take that back. I'm not stressed now, but it doesn't mean I wasn't stressed in the past. That could actually be like long-term effects of some stress that ends up clearing up. But from my knowledge, I know when women get a certain age with hormone changes, it can actually cause us to lose our hair a little bit, thinning. So no, don't apologize. You're good. Hi, Vin. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for liking my video. I know it's been a very, 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 very long time since I've done a live. Very long time. Been taught that imbalance. My doctor put me on hormones. Oh, you've been through that imbalance. Yeah. I actually had really bad hormonal imbalance when I tried keto. Like, people live by keto. It throws my hormones out of whack, so I can't actually do it. I can do low carb, but I can't do full-blown keto. It's too hard on my body. Now I'm doing the Whole30, where I'm eating whole foods and I'm making everything from scratch for the most part. It's been working out for me. I lost some weight. That wasn't even really the goal, but I'm losing weight. So let's get started, Capricorn. How are all the Capricorns doing today? I know a lot of you haven't spoken. Say hello. Okay, tell me what Capricorn you are. Your birthdays. I am January the 4th. Good. That's wonderful, Empress Goddess. January the 10th. One of my really close friends, Latoya, her birthday's on your birthday. Sparrow in the Treetop, December 30th. Empress Goddess, January 12th. Glock Peace, Jan 2nd. Sachandri, Jan 6th. Rizalraf, January 16th. Well, I see twinsies. Rizraf and Alvina Ayu, 16th of January. Nice. Spirit, what messages do we have for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North and South Node, please? What messages do we have for Capricorn? I'm finding this Mercury retrograde challenging on my energy at the moment. Hey, Victoria. December 31st. January 4th, J.S. Washington, you're my twin. Come on, Spirit, I need answers. Sally, I started feeling the retrograde before it even happened. Had confrontation over some things. Yeah. I was just like, wow. Talk about communication issues. Hi. All right, here's what I have so far. The first card that I pulled is the Wheel of Fortune. This is like your luck changing. This is like things working out in your favor. I feel like there's a lot of blessings that are coming towards Capricorn, because we have to admit Capricorns have been through a lot. And I feel like with this, it's letting you know that no matter what's going on, you can get through it. It may seem a little turbulent at the moment, especially since we are in a retrograde and things can kind of be emotional with the Queen of Cups. But when I see this card, and I'm seeing this back here, like this wheel, and she's on the wheel, it's kind of like, some of y'all are like, Jesus, take the wheel. And I'm not Christian or anything like that, but it's like, Spirit, take the wheel, or I trust the universe, or, okay, can somebody help me here? Because this ain't going the way it's supposed to be going. And I feel like if we learn more how to go with the flow, and instead of trying to control things, because we know Capricorn, we like control. We feel more comfortable when we know everything that's going on and it's going to happen. But guess what? That's not how things are supposed to be all the time. We're not supposed to always have all the answers. And because of the fact that we want control all the time, especially when it has come to love relationships and romantic relationships, like personally, I have really had problems in relationships, like not knowing where things are going. I'm 47. I need to know if my time is being wasted. And I'm sure a lot of you feel the same, where it's kind of like, I need to know what's going on because I need to know where I stand or what have you. But there's a certain way that we can find out things, and there's certain points where we just need to let things go. And I think we hold on to things too tightly. And I'm going to say this. This is something that somebody has said to me numerous of times. And I feel like this might be the issue for Capricorn too. We give people too much value. We give people too much value. And we put them on a pedestal, and they don't even deserve it. And you know what that causes? Does anybody agree with me? We give people too much value, and we also give people too much power. That's why we end up like this. We give people too much value. We give them too much at the beginning. Heidi, me too. Me too. So we have to not do that anymore. This is going to be a challenging time, because I want you in the retrograde. And this reading is not about the retrograde. We just happen to be in the retrograde now. But I want you to focus on not having to have all the answers, learning to go with the flow. Because our need for having the answers to everything, we put all of our feelings into things and into people before they even deserve it. I feel like we act prematurely sometimes. So in order to not end up in this energy, we need to not be so emotional. Empress Goddess, I'm going to say yes and no. I think we think logically with a lot of things, but when it comes to matters of the heart, we're very emotional. We just hide it. And so we need to learn how to think more logically in regards to not giving so much. Not giving so much, and not having that need for control. Because once we have that need for control, that's expectation. And guess what? We end up hurt. We end up just like this. And some of us end up like this and still try to stay. Why? I need you to remember to always choose you. Always choose you. And we need to learn how to make judgment calls too. We don't need to just wait until somebody has treated us like crap or a situation has gotten really, really bad. And this is not a shoot down or a knockdown to anyone, because I've been through it. I've been there. And sometimes we can feel foolish when stuff is happening. We can feel really powerless. Sometimes it's really embarrassing to tell a person like what you've gone through. But guess what? You don't have to go through shit anymore. You can grow through them. GROW. Don't allow somebody to have all the power to get you outside of yourself and make you feel like you're losing control. You only have control of yourself. And once we learn we only have control of ourselves, and we don't have to have all the answers, and it's okay not to know everything, I think that makes things a lot easier for us. We don't end up feeling like this, left out in the cold and abandoned. And again, if you haven't watched that video I put up yesterday with the brutal truth, what was it? I don't even remember what it was called. One moment. I don't know if it's brutal truth or brutal honesty. I do recommend watching that. It's a hard pill to swallow for some people. And for others, I'm just here to be relatable. New love, ? And then it says brutal honesty. It's a Capricorn reading. I feel like regardless of the sign, anybody can actually watch it, because especially ladies, because we put ourselves in situations, and we have to realize we are not always the victim. Sometimes we have a bigger role than the other person by the decisions that we make. You can't knock a hungry person for eating free food. You cannot get mad at a hungry person for eating free food. And sometimes women blame guys and try to make the guy the bad guy when he's doing what we knew he was going to do anyway, but we were hoping things would be different. We have to take more responsibility. So know that just because you like someone and things seem to be going a certain way doesn't mean that it's going to end the way that you want it to. So think when you are dating a person and they're not acting right or they're not treating you right, just know that you can't get mad at a hungry person for eating free food. I'm just going to tell you to think of it like that. I don't know why that just came to me because I never thought of that before, but it did. Some of these tower moments happen to save you. And think of the tower moments not as such a bad thing. Just know that people are in our life for a season, for a reason, because some of them are just not the long-term material that we want. Oh my God, I don't have music on. What in the hell? Excuse me. This is very wrong. There we go. I was like, why is it so quiet? I hear lawnmowers outside. There we go. So with the tower moment, I think I said this to somebody in the comments earlier today. Well, we have, or no, maybe it was in the previous live. I feel like tower moments are beneficial for us. Yes, tower moments happen, and yes, people end up hurt. But there's always one person that's doing better after that tower moment. Wouldn't you prefer that it be you? So look at a tower moment as a new beginning and possibly being saved from something. They say rejection is God's protection. So I read that yesterday, hard pill to swallow. Yeah, it is. Hi, Callie. Hello, madam. I missed Callie Cap's video yesterday, but I thought she went live. I realized she didn't. I haven't finished watching that video yet. People do misjudge us Capricorns because we are very sensitive people. Yeah. I think I'm a little mean now, though. Messages and guidance. I'm kind of afraid if I'm too into someone, they're not going to really be into me. I don't know why things work out like that. And the funny thing is I've been with people that have treated me like crap, that I have found out later got treated like crap by somebody else. And I was like, wow, this person is me for somebody else. I don't even understand why shit turns out that way. Hi. Oh, yes, JS. You're Cancer too? Yes, ma'am. I needed to hear that. Rejection is God's protection. Yep. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, ma'am. We totally overanalyze. So do I. When we are dealing with people, we need to ask ourselves, because I feel like a lot of times we're involved with people and we have no stability with them. We have no security. And this doesn't have to do with money, although that is a plus. But we have no security. Like for some of you ladies, and even for some of you guys, you'll have somebody that you're with that's all over the place. They need to be in everybody's face. And then you may act a little insecure and they're like, well, you're just insecure. But they're not providing you any security in the relationship. But this is about you also not allowing anyone into your life or allowing somebody to stay in your life that's disrupting your security and your stability. And I mean mental stability, financial stability. Excuse this fingernail, it's crooked. I put it on crooked. But don't allow somebody to stay in your energy that's affecting your stability. And I'm kind of at the point in my life where if I feel like somebody's not loyal, I don't need them to be in my energy. I don't even need to sleep with you. Regardless of how much passion is there, my security is most important to me and my stability. And I would rather someone not be in my life than have them affect my stability. I had somebody in my life that I allowed to affect my financial stability. And it was because of decisions I made. And that was a hard pill to swallow. My stability and my security. I had no security with this person, no emotional security, no financial security, because this person just seemed like they wanted money. So you have to think about those things. 1221. Resonating big time with this message. Oh, you're welcome. And see, by the time we leave, we are the wounded warrior with the 9 of Wands. We have had people step on our boundaries, overstep our boundaries, test our boundaries, see what they can get away with, then apologize. Sometimes when people screw you over and they apologize and you let them back. Hi, Mr. Black Max. Sometimes when you accept someone's apology and allow them back into your life, they think it's permission to do the same shit over again. I believe in second chances. I will say that some people have had too many second chances. And by that, I just mean that some of you have repetitively given someone a chance without breaking up with them. And so because you never broke up with them in the past, this is while you were with them. Some of you may still be, I don't know. But sometimes when you're with people and you just keep giving them chances and you're not vocalizing that, they don't think they're doing anything wrong, or they think they're getting away with something. So from now on, when it comes to relationships, have your boundaries. Speak up for yourself when something's not setting right with you. I don't care if you're a male or a female. Do things differently. That way you're closing out cycles. You don't want the same patterns and outcomes that you've had in the past, because we know the person that ended up suffering the most was us. And for some of you, you only invest in relationships that are long distance. How can you really build something? You know, a lot of con artists do that. A lot of con artists talk to lonely females on the internet, building a relationship on the internet. And guess who gets emotionally attached from that, ladies? You, not the guy. The guy's talking to 5 or 6 different women. He's got an agenda. This is his job. So you need to find people in your local area that you can actually spend time with, but don't give them all of your time. Because I think another thing we fail at in relationships, whether we're men or women, is wanting to spend all of our time with somebody, wanting to talk to somebody all the time, because it's creating such an emotional bond. I think for men, it's easier not to do that than for women, because we're very emotional creatures. I'm not saying it's not possible for men to develop feelings that way, because it is. But I think women fall victim to it more. And then we want to give all of our time and energy into this person. And then this person's feeling smothered. And like I said yesterday, they don't even know if they like you yet. I was with a guy. He's in my life now. We're friends. Although he would want to be more. But I was with a guy. I got introduced to his family and everything. Guess what, ladies? That doesn't mean shit. That doesn't mean anything. So I got introduced to this guy, was staying the night at his house, had the key to his apartment. Thank you. Had the key to his apartment. And like I said, we're friends now. He told me he didn't even know what he wanted. And I got mad at him because I broke up with him. I had actually dated him twice. I broke up with him both times. Is there going to be a third chance? Probably not. Yeah. He loved me, but he still didn't know if he wanted to be with me. I think he fell in love with me after I broke up with him, and then we got together again, and he messed up the second time too. I don't get it. This is about you having patience and finding balance. This is in regards to you having patience when it comes to moving. This is having patience with yourself. This is also about healing. Just because you're with someone or you feel like you're okay does not mean you're fully healed. I will say this. Nobody has the right to tell you that whatever you've gone through in the past shouldn't impact you. Nobody has the right to tell you how long you need to spend healing. Like, I can't tell you, okay, it's been 20 minutes. It's been an hour. You need to get over the shit. I don't have the right to tell you that. So no one has the right to tell you how long you need to take to heal with something. So I just wanted to say that, because sometimes I've had people in my life that are like, well, and this is after dealing with narcissistic abuse, like it broke me. And they were like, why don't you get over this already? Because they don't know what I dealt with. You cannot actually compare your trauma to another person's trauma. I have a problem with people that try to compare their trauma to one another's. And I have a problem with people that try to compare their priorities and what they were able to do to someone else's. Just because I have problems and you think that my problems aren't greater than your problems, that's your business. My problems are my business. So think of it that way too. Don't allow anybody to guilt you into feeling like your problems are not greater than theirs, because the problems that you're dealing with are yours. So they're going to be greater than everyone's in most cases to you, if it's something you're having difficulty struggling with. Let me see. My narc made me give up on love and destroyed my self-esteem. Glock piece, I have been there. I know. I had to take off 3 months from work because I felt so bad about myself after being with this person. So I know. Be mindful if you're in a situation where there's a lot of conflict. If the person always seems to cause conflict and you're always made to be the bad guy, you have to ask yourself, is this manipulation? Are you really doing something wrong, or is this person's way of getting power by making you feel like you're wrong all the time? Ooh. I feel like people that do that are normally people to rush into relationships. Don't allow somebody to rush you into a relationship. Mine tried to keep me away from family and friends. Oh God, that's the worst kind. I'm sorry, Stacy. Hi, Susan. Yeah. Be mindful of somebody coming in and love bombing you and trying to rush a relationship. They're trying to rush the emotions. They're trying to rush those emotions and what they're trying to, and pay attention to actions and behaviors, because you'll have somebody, and I know most of you have dealt with this, where you have somebody you're dealing with and everything seems amazing. This person has you on this pedestal. And then one day you're not on that pedestal anymore. And they're starting fights with you over the stupidest crap. Or if you question them, all of a sudden you're insecure and you're jealous. Those are red flags. I, as an adult, didn't realize certain things were red flags because I had gotten used to them. And I hate this. It's kind of embarrassing, actually. But sometimes it's like that for us because we've had family members that didn't allow us to set boundaries. But we're grown now. We take responsibility for our own stuff and disregard the family. We're responsible for our boundaries now. We have to take control. Susan, why do you even have to ask for a compliment? And then he blew up? That just sounds scary. Oh, absolutely. Carolyn Andro. Didn't even realize I hadn't set enough boundaries. Yeah, I had very weak boundaries. Don't do enough for you? Don't I do enough for you? Oh gosh, really? I was just, yeah. So here we are with options. I feel like when people start acting like that, it's because they have options. So they feel like they don't have to put all their energy into one person. And I think sometimes people have a lot of options so that they don't get attached to just one person. They don't want to be attached. So they spread their energy amongst different people. You have to be mindful of how a person makes you feel. But just know that with the options that's coming, everybody's not going to be truthful and straightforward with you, Capricorn. And I know Capricorns love honesty. I think we're pretty transparent, but everybody's not going to be that honest with you. And then you're going to have people that are like, I have all these options. I don't even know what I want. So be mindful of that. Know that justice will be served. Just be fair, but don't expect everybody to be fair with you. I feel if you have to be asking a tarot reader, does my person have me in a third party or something like that? The fact that you even have to ask is a problem. I did get asked that. I don't think I answered. I wouldn't answer something like that because it's kind of like if you have to ask, that means you're not happy in your relationship and you're not comfortable. Hi, Geraldine. How are you? Thank you for watching. But this is a balancing of the scales. You guys are going to get what's coming to you, like that's positive. Oh gosh, Sneha. I understand that. I was embarrassed by somebody that like was talking to someone else about me, like right in front of me, like, oh yeah, she's still stuck in the honeymoon phase. And I was like, well, that's kind of embarrassing. Why would you talk like that to somebody else about me in front of me? Like, it was just, I don't know. If I feel like there's any disrespect, I don't have time for it. Messages and guidance for Capricorn. 3 more cards. Ooh. Whoa. I lost. Ooh, gosh. Okay. What's this? All right. So I have the 4 of Wands in reverse. The 4 of Wands upright is a marriage card, is a coming together and celebrating card. It is stability. But you're not going to have stability in a relationship until you have stability within yourself. And you put yourself first and you show yourself love. The Ace of Cups can be the start of a relationship, but this is more focusing on you guys. I'm losing my voice. Focusing on you guys and your self-love journey, like having those boundaries, working on the things that need to be worked on. I think a lot of times in the comments, people ask about a new person coming, but what is the point? It doesn't matter if someone new comes if you don't have boundaries, if you don't know how to stand up for yourself, and if you don't love yourself. If you don't love yourself so much to where you won't allow somebody to come into your life and disrupt you, then you will have people in your life that are going to want to take advantage of you, want to use you, want to treat you any kind of way, thinking, okay, you don't respect yourself. Why the F would I respect you? I'm going to get in where I can fit in, and I'm going to take what I can from you, because guess what? You're allowing this. That's why I say we have to take responsibility for the things that we go through. You have to put yourself first. And you have to know you're worth it. This is a 7 of Pentacles. This is in like a self-investing card. This is knowing that things take time, and that when you plant seeds, things can come from that. But this is like also knowing, yes, Latoya, knowing your self-worth and not allowing anyone to treat you any less than. I think a lot of times we get in relationships and we treat people so much better than they treat us, and we allow it. And then we wonder why it doesn't work out. So we have to hold others to the same standard they hold us to. Because a lot of times we're standing up to that person's standards, but they're not standing up to ours. So it's about holding yourself to a certain standard. I totally understand, Sneha. Hi, Garnet McCleary. How are you, stranger? Ooh. I have this card right here. I'm just going to hold this deck right here, okay? Take your time with people. Just please watch the reading from yesterday for Capricorn. This is about taking time with people, staying grounded. And what does it look like this person is doing? Walking away. Walking away from what doesn't serve them. Walking away from somebody that doesn't appreciate them. Walking away from somebody that's using them. Walking away with the 8 of Cups from something that's emotionally unfulfilling. When you walk away, and it's not so hard, I think the more you walk away from people that don't treat you well, the easier it will be. And the easier it will be, the faster you will get out of those situations. The faster you get yourself out of those situations. Every time you walk away from somebody that's not treating you right and has a double standard, you get closer to this. You get closer to meeting somebody that's going to treat you the way you need to be treated, because you'll have boundaries. You'll have those boundaries. I'm going to end with that there. See, you have those boundaries. You're not scared. I think a lot of times we invest time and then we're like, but I don't want to start over because it took so much time to be with this person. But it's like, hey, girlfriend, Mystical Empress, how are you? Hi, Stace, 4W, hi. So the more you walk away from people that are not treating you right, the less scared you are about being by yourself. Because this is about self-love. This is about unconditional love. This is unconditional love for self. If you can't unconditionally love yourself, how can you expect anyone else to? So this is about putting yourself first. This is about knowing when to be a beast and when to be your sensitive self. I think that is perfect. I think this is about being strong enough to notice the patterns in your life. Like the conversation, a chat message from earlier person was saying, sometimes they want to have sex before wasting any more time. But as I was stating in the last reading at the beginning, when we have sex for women, we release oxytocin. Oxytocin is like a drug. Oxytocin is why women get attached to guys. Like you'll have a guy, guys, you know this, you have sex with a woman and all of a sudden she's attached. It's the oxytocin. Men release the oxytocin when they're around somebody that they're in love with. They don't necessarily have to have sex to be in love with them. But if you don't give enough time for somebody to get to know you, or you put that time into someone and you have sex and then you're attached and you're like, well, I don't want to leave because maybe it's going to work out. Guess what? You're still wasting time. So this is about being strong enough to walk away from people. And for some of us, this is about being strong enough not to open our legs and to have a certain standard. Because guess what? A man that really cares is going to understand and honor that. And a man that's honest is going to be able to say, you know, I was just looking for a good time. Actually, somebody put that in the comments that they asked these questions, and some of the guys are like, you know, I'm just looking for a good time. That's a really good way to weed out the people that don't need to be in your energy. So when you hear it, I mean, I know I give advice. No, I'm not a professional. Yes, my ass is single by choice. But when I give advice, it's only to make you think a certain way. You don't have to do what I say because I'm nobody. I'm just a tarot reader. But I don't want anyone to be hurt. And I want to say what could make you think of an alternative or something different so that you don't go through what you've gone through before. But at the end of the day, if you do what you've always done and you're still getting the same results, you don't really have anyone to blame but yourself. Because like I said earlier, you cannot get mad at a hungry person for eating free food. You cannot get mad at a hungry person for eating free food. So I'm going to leave you with that and pull some other cards. Ooh, I definitely do not want this to be an hour. So, see? So the first card I have, I didn't even shuffle this. It's just facing me, is taking risks. Some of you guys have to know that all the risks aren't worth being taken. You're willing to take a risk in someone that you don't know. And some of you are doing risky behavior for the sake of pleasure. But you're taking risks in someone you don't know when you're not even willing to take a risk in yourself. So you're technically making a stranger more worthy of you and your time than yourself for the sake of pleasure. Let me shuffle. Oh, because of potential. At my age, I don't have time for potential. You either are or you're not. You're either a good guy with a decent job or you're not. You don't have the potential to be a guy and get a good job. I can't even talk. It's not about having the potential to be a good guy and the potential of getting a good job. It's about being a good guy and already having a good job or having a great personality. I don't understand that. You're a healer and so much more. Oh, thank you, Callie. I appreciate that. Thank you, Bayo West. Set here X. Hi. I'm so happy. I think I've seen another comment from you. Set Hiru X. Sneha. Somebody recently made me feel like just because I ain't a virgin, I'm a used girl whom nobody will love, but I believe the person who will genuinely love me or love these things won't matter. Hi, Sandra. Sneha, I will say it depends on where you're from. Cultural beliefs can impact that really negatively too. But I think you're going to be fine. And things happen. And you know what? I'm going to say this about virgins. Some people are virgins in one hole and not the other. So people need to mind their business. And some people go that route for the sake of religion. And people don't know, so they think they're completely a virgin when they're not. So people need to mind their business. Don't let somebody affect how you feel about yourself. And remember earlier I said flow, go with the flow, Capricorn. Don't have the need for so much control. And I will say when in doubt, be still. It says stand still. When in doubt, be still. When you don't know what to do, don't do anything. If somebody's pressuring you into a relationship, pressuring you into sex, don't do anything. Gosh, half of these cards are upside down. One moment. Thank you, JS. I feel like I'm touching on really sensitive things that people don't want to hear, but I feel the need to. So thank you for that. Messages for Capricorn spirit. Ooh. That is so funny. I just saw this card too. Healing. When I said my cards were upside down, I saw this. It says healing chaos. The only chaos you need to worry about healing right now is yourself. And a lot of it is internal. I think we deal with people that make us feel bad about ourselves, kind of like what Sneha was saying, or they make us feel judged. Nobody has the right to judge you but your higher power or God. So screw anybody and what they think. Simplicity. It's about keeping things in your life simple. Don't allow somebody to come into your life and cause a bunch of chaos that you're going to have to heal. And don't allow somebody in your life that just seems to hate the fact that you're peaceful. I feel like sometimes people come into our lives to disrupt our peace because they don't like it. And the fact that we have it, they want to take it from us. Personally, I like direct communication. I love you too, Sandra. Thank you. You're welcome. ASMR Ara, you're very welcome. I bet I won't. Thank you. Flexibility. Know when to be flexible, but don't be too flexible. And know when you're dealing with somebody that won't bend. A lot of us get with people that don't want to flex and be flexible, and we're doing all the bending. That's not fair. That's not a compromise. Some of you guys are with people that won't be flexible because they're a predator. You need to be mindful of that. And you need to compare certain aspects to your past relationships, not like, oh, this person must be a narcissist because the past person was, but certain aspects of the behavior, like what are you doing in this relationship or in your next relationship that you did in your last bad relationship? You want to make sure it's not the same. Fulfillment. Be with somebody that's going to nurture you, but nurture yourself first. Make sure you're always, oh, wait, which one came up? And you mean the flexibility one? I think that the flexibility, Callie Donnelly, I think I saw this one. Yeah, this is where I stopped watching her video because I was doing another live for all signs. But this is about being fulfilled in nurturing yourself, nurturing and taking care of yourself, going through those growths. I'm going to say those phases of growth that you need to go through because you want to go through it, not because somebody hurt you and you're having to heal. But be sure you're dealing with somebody that's going to nurture you as well. It looks like a peach or a nectarine. Oops, that's not the card. Okay. I don't know what else to tell you. Going forward in new beginnings. Know when you need to keep it moving. And know when a relationship is actually blossoming, and knowing when you need to keep it moving. It's about seeing things that don't work out as opportunities for a new beginning. And I'm going to leave the reading there. I think this was kind of powerful. I don't even know what I'm going to title it. I know I had it as Capricorn check-in. You know what, Mr. Black Max, I actually earlier said that I felt like I should have a podcast with one of my guy friends because we had a talk for about an hour and a half yesterday about relationships and how women are in relationships. And a lot of women can't take criticism from men, but it's like productive criticism, but because it hurts ego, it's not received very well. Yeah. I'm really trying to grow as a person. And yeah, I'm going to say, ladies, we need to start taking notes when it comes to relationships because we fall too easily in what we've always done. And then we're going to be stuck in the same repetitive cycle. Thank you. My voice is trying to leave after 2 hours of lives. It's 2:22 right now. Look up angel number 222. It's 2:22 p.m. Central Time in Texas. I need water. Done and done. Thank you, Mr. Black Max. I'm not repeating those same mistakes. Girl, me neither. Oh, I'm so glad, JS. I'm so glad. It's 11:23 and Mauritius. Oh, that's pretty. I'm going to have to look that up. I feel like it's an island. Or, no, it's another country. Is Marie? I'm going to look it up. I'm not even going to ask. I don't want to look stupid. I'm going to ask. Tea with the honey. Nay, it can work for you. Oh, tea. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I have herbal tea. It's just I've been talking. And when I'm on lives, I tend to like yell. It's so bad. I tend to kind of yell. And so, yeah, I have honey. I will do that. It is an island. Okay, I was right at first. Thank you, Manisha. Thank you for being here, too. All right, guys. I don't know what I'm going to title this reading. Help me. I don't know what to title this because this is definitely not just a check-in. 323. That is another angel number. Thank you, Sandra. I don't know what I'm going to name this reading. Not just a check-in. Oh, the tea. We can call it the tea. The tea with Capricorn. No more second chances. Yeah, for real. That's a good title too. All right, guys, I'm going to figure it out. I love you guys. A dose of reality. I don't know. You know what? Wake up. A dose of reality. Let me write that down. Thank you. That was a dose of reality, right? Be your priority. Okay, wake up and be your priority. A dose of reality. Hopefully that all fits. Thank you, guys. All right, let's see. I'm not going back to past people. I don't know, but I'm happy after hearing this reading. Oh, thank you, Sneha. Love you, girl. Have a great rest of the day. You too, Latoya. Yeah, I made it. Donna, I'm wrapping up. I'm about to hang up on this live, but you can watch it. It was really, really informative. And watch yesterday's reading if you haven't seen it already. You guys, very welcome. Thank you so much. Living the past buried. Oh yeah, leaving the past buried. Choose yourself. Absolutely. Donna, you look beautiful and okay. Well, thank you. My first ponytail since I shaved my head, so it's not very long, but it's staying in there, which is funny because now I'm going to take off my makeup that I have on and put on a face mask and then cover my hair in a black hair mask. I have to put gloves on in order to put it on and sit in that for like an hour and take a shower. But I love you guys, and I will talk to you later, and I will work on doing more lives. I am very inconsistent. I know. But please like the video. It helps my video to get out there. I feel like this is a very important message that anyone can actually watch. And Thana, yes, Saturday is self-care day for me. It's like my spiritual soul Sunday self-care day, where I will sometimes put a towel on the ground and rub my whole body in olive oil and sit on the floor naked watching TV. I will have on a mask of yogurt, honey, and turmeric on my face. And then I have this hair mask I made out of dry Indian herbs or powders and oil. And I will put that in my hair and sit on the floor, sit with that for like an hour and a half. The face stuff starts peeling off and I'll start having brown yellow things on the ground, so I have to wash that off. But yeah, self-care Sundays, make sure you do that. Sorry, Mr. Black Max, I think that was about the naked on the floor. But I'm on a towel and it's nurturing my body. You guys should try it and let me know. Do it next Sunday and let me know after that. All right, love you guys. Thanks for watching. Hit like, share if you think this can benefit someone. And if you have not watched yesterday's Capricorn video, please watch it, comment, and like the video to help it get out, because I'm being brutally honest about a conversation I had with a friend regarding relationships. And as women, it's things we really need to look at, because a lot of times we're blaming guys in relationships when we should have more constraint or more restraint of ourselves, more control. So I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.